So it's been a busy week. I had to go and get my car tags. I end up getting 4 instead of 3. I'll tell y'all about that in just a minute. But first I'm gonna put away this coins. And I hope that your week has been going pretty good. I hope your entire August has been going pretty good. Back to school, vacations. It's been so much going on in the month of August. And I hope it's all been good. But being that I received some pretty bad news myself about one of my relatives, I understand that it don't always go that way. Anywho, I'm Melissa and welcome to or back to Lifestyle Makes Sense. Today I will be closing out my August and look forward to next month when I'm going to show you how I actually prepare my budget using my credit card as payment instead of cash envelopes. That has been working better for me right now, so I think I'm going to stick to that method more. Right here, what I have left over is from my budget and from my Sam's haul. Technically, it was a Target haul because Sam's did not have my paper towels in stock. They did not have the toilet tissue that I use in stock, nor my paper plates that I purchased in stock. So to keep me from holding on to the money, wait until it comes in stock, I decided to utilize my Target gift cards that I had been receiving from them for shopping there, and that was $30. So in essence, I would have had $130 to spend at Target, but I stuck to my list. I bought exactly what I wanted to buy. So that will last me hopefully to the end of December. And the only thing I did not get was my coffee, but I can use my business income to do that later on. So I'm not really worried about that. So I was able to shop at Target, use my $30 gift card that they had gave me, and I had some change left, $35 to be exact. So I will be using that to stuff today, and I will be using the $84 that is remaining off of my budget for not spending. So let's talk about my budget. So how I do my budget is I pay all of my bills using a credit card. I try to use my other credit card to pay all of my weekly expenses like food, gas, anything for the house, anything personal, anything for self-care. I use my credit card and then I pay that back at the end of the month. That helps keep me from having a rollover balance. Now, I do have credit card debt. Let's get that clear. I do have credit card debt. Boy, do I have credit card debt. But I'm using 2 credit cards, one for bills, one for personal, so I can build up points, get cash back, and all of that, and be able to pay those 2 off. Now, the others that I owe, that's debt. I'm working on it. I was doing a fabulous debt journey before I went on vacation, but now that I'm back on vacation, back from vacation, I have to get back in the swing of things. So for now, I've just been paying the minimum amount. That's easier to figure out for me, and it's been working out well. My total that I budgeted for the entire month of August was $2,500. That was for the entire month. That would include all of my bills and hopefully all of my expenses if I did not have an emergency or something. Well, lo and behold, I had 2 things. One was expected but not planned for, tags. One was totally unexpected and totally not planned for. I lost my U-Haul swipe card and my key. So I had to get them to redo my entire lock. They had to cut off the old lock and they had to redo my, I had to buy another lock, and then they had to redo my key swipe because they don't have any more swiping cards. They had to redo that. So they charge you for all of that.
Now.
Hey,
What's up?
okay, I lost my key, like everything. I gotta get the lock cut and get another swipe thingy.
Well, we got no more of them all.
Hey.
Swipe card.
Mm-mm.
So I do to get a pin number or something. Alright, then she said she need to get her locked up.
So $50, I can do that. I'm prepared to pay that cash. And in addition to that $50, I was prepared to pay for a new lock, which I needed to get one because they had to cut my old one off. But it was only $11.95. But on the flip side of things, I was not prepared to hear this. 121 came out to be $121 and some change. Yes, my eyes went, what? But, you know, it is what it is. I'm the one that lost it, so have no clue. What I was thankful for is that no one found it and had went into the U-Haul. Anyway, that was an unexpected $122. And then, like I said, I had an expected, but I didn't plan for it necessarily. I knew I had 3 tags to get. We renew our tags every August. But I really hadn't even just planned to do it. I was just going to add it to my bill list and include it in there. But I didn't. For some reason, I just didn't. And then when I got to the tag place, I decided to go ahead and add my husband's scooter to it because they're linked to the same insurances. So I just decided to go ahead and pay for that as well. It's nothing but like $23. However, the total for all 4 came up to $151 and some change. And that additional $50 that I really wasn't planning on spending in my mind came from my personalized scooter tag. So had I had went back to a normal tag for my scooter, it would have only been $23 as well, but it was a whopping $70-something. So the 4 tags, like I said, equaled $151. And what I did was basically I just wiped out my transportation envelope and my envelopes, my cash envelopes. I had $140 in there, and then I had $12 left in my personal envelope from me paying for the U-Haul because I used my personal and I used my situations envelopes to pay for the U-Haul, which came to $121 and some change. And I had $12 left in my personal. So I just took that $12 and switched it over to transportation, paid for my tags, got it out the way. We're good for another year. U-Haul, I'm going to be more careful now to try to keep up with what I need to keep up with. So my personal cash envelope has only $70 in there, and that $70 is to go towards my Verizon bill, my cell phone bill that I used when I was on vacation because I don't know how much of a international keypads they charged me for. I don't know what the total is. I know it's generally $10 a day, but I don't know how many $10 a day I used. So that's where I stand with the expected and the unexpected expenses. I spent a total of $2,416 this month. That includes the food, the transportation, the housing, all of that. Everything that I incurred this month equaled $2,416. My budget was allotted for $2,500. So that means I had a surplus left over of $84, which we will be stuffing today. And like I said, when I did my Target run, I had the $100 plus the $30 gift card. I had $35 remaining, which will also be stuffing today. So that's my closeout for August. I'm in surplus of $84. Next month, I'll tell you what I allotted for the entire month. It's going to go up just a little bit because September happens to be a 5 payday month for me, which means it's also a no spend month for me. So I'll explain all of that later in another video come September. Now I have to get into situating this cash. I've already dropped my coins. I want y'all to check out my little bags. Remember the randomizer game that I'm doing, choosing the 4 random numbers? Well, I went ahead and decorated the bags. Yay, ain't they cute? I mean, you know, it's plain Jane, but I just simply use some of the cardstock design paper that I have, and you know, the money's down in there. You won't be able to see, so I hope y'all keep up, because y'all gonna have to guess how much I have in here towards the end of the year. But this is my August one, and I went ahead and did the one for September, and I just got some 9s on it to represent September. And we haven't started that one yet, but this is where the random money will go for September. I think those are the neatest little bags that you get from when you purchase clothing and stuff. So I decided to use them, and I have a lot more, so I'm gonna decorate them according to months. So today, let's get into this cash stuffing. What I want to do first is the randomizer. But before I do that, let me go ahead and sort this cash out. Let's see. So that's 50, 70, 75, 80. 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 106, 7, 8, 9, 10, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. $119 that I will be stuffing into my savings challenges today. So I know I want to go ahead and stuff this $150 bill into my savings challenge. This is for my upcoming vacation, wherever we may choose to go. I'm just saving in general. And I'm off to a good start. So I put the 50 in there, and I'm saving 50s. And then at the back, if I decide to put some bonus money in this side, I can put $12 here, $12 there, or whatever I choose to put in there extra. Won't be doing that today, I don't think, because I'm dealing with limited funds. So let's go with our randomizer. Let me go ahead and select it. I have my random.org. That's all I'm on. I go to random.org. I choose numbers at the top, and then I choose integers, and then I tell it to generate 4 random numbers, and then I give it the value. So I want it between 1, and today, since I'm dealing with limited funds, I'm gonna do between 1 and 10. Give me 4 numbers between 1 and 10. All right, so the random numbers that it gave me, can y'all see that? Is 1, 4, 6, and 2. So I think I can add this up in my head. So 6 plus 4 is 10, 11, 12, 13. So $13 will go into our big bag. 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And I'm not counting this. I'm just adding it up, but I know if you're watching the videos, you may keep a count of it, and you may be able to tell me how much I have before I know for myself. The next thing I want to do here is jump over into my book, and let's select a page. Page 20. And all I do here is get the page number at the bottom, and I put that amount inside the clear envelope. And I'm not sure how much in total this book will save if I'm able to ever complete the entire thing. It starts at page 11 and it goes all the way up to page 188. But I haven't been able to save the entire book, but I have saved a good bit in this book. So I'm going to continue to do this one because it has an assignment to do with its money. All right, we have here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 36. $36 remaining. Let's grab our, here's some beeping somewhere. All right, y'all, and also look what I did with my book. I made some cute little decorative name slots for my envelopes. And if you remember these cards, they were from a savings challenge that I did, and it was so much fun. I saved the money, forgot what I did with the money when I saved it, but I just repurposed these, and now they're serving as name tags for my envelope spaces, and I think it's so cute. I like it. And let me swoop back here for a minute. Normally every August I do my my vision boards for the next year. Well, because I've been on vacation, I did not have time to do that, but I was able to do something called what I'm calling my 416s. And that's just something where you are given 16 questions and you have to give yourself 4 answers to each of those 16 questions, because it basically helps you define what it is you want to do, what journey you want to be on right then, or what you're leaning towards. Because I'm a person who is very crafty. I can do multiple things, and then I get bored with things, and then I change things, and then I switch to do something else, and then I'm doing something else, and it can drive you absolutely crazy. So I decided to sit down while I was in Grenada, actually, and do my 416s list. And I'll do a whole video about that later, maybe sometime, but that's more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But anywho, instead of doing the vision boards, that 416 list helped me to just create some visions that I do want to save for. And when I say visions, I mean more purposes, just, for some purposes that I want to save for. And the top priority being emergency, because, just like with the tags or the U-Haul situation, I didn't want to pull from my savings account to take care of a U-Haul situation. I was able to pull from my envelopes, thank goodness. But in the future, I would like to have just a short-term emergency fund built up. And I did start that earlier this year, but I ended up putting that towards my tiny house to do that project. So I didn't want to, I needed it defined. I needed it more defined. And so this purpose will allow me to define short-term emergencies. And that can be whatever I deem as an emergency. It don't have to be a natural disaster. It don't have to be my car breakdown and need a ton of work to it. It could be me losing a key and needing to call the locksmith to come to my house and make me a key. Short-term emergency fund. That's what I want this for. And I have vacation 1, vacation 2, and vacation 3. Why do I have 3 vacations? Because on purpose, if we're able, we always take a trip for our anniversary. That's in April. We always try to take a trip in August because that's back to school. And most of the time, the locations that we choose are not very crowded, because people with kids or people that are in the school system, they're having to go back to school. So they're not worried about traveling. So I take advantage of that. Vacation number 3 generally happens in October, where the seasons are changing and fall is here. And I love to see other sceneries around the world during fall time. So I love to take vacations in the fall. October is vacation number 3 generally. Sometimes it's later, sometimes it's earlier, but the prices can be a little bit more less during off season anyway. So I try to pick places that this would put us within a small budget. And it may not be far. It may just be a simple getaway somewhere, but generally October is the 3rd vacation that we take per year. Then I made one specifically for projects, because like I mentioned earlier, when I wanted to do my project for my tiny house, expanded or what have you, I had to pull from other means. And it was okay because I didn't have a dedicated place for those funds to be at the time. But in the future, I would like a dedicated fund for just my projects. And again, it don't have to be major projects. Like I don't have to put this towards a roofing project or a renovation project or anything like that. If I want to paint a room or paint a wall, or if I want to give gifts to 100 students or something, I want that project to be covered by this cost. So that's why I put this aside. My mortgage, of course, that's a purpose for me, and I am trying to work towards helping my husband get that paid down faster. And one way I'm doing that is using this particular savings challenge, the Pinocchio savings book. But if I can do more, then it'll go in this envelope and I'll do more. Then I have just me. There are times when I do want to just on a whim do something. I may wake up and say, I want to drive to the beach today, or I want to take 5 of my friends out to eat today, or what have you. And even though I do allot some money in my personal budget for personal things like that, or for self-care things like that, I would like to have a purpose fund just for me, to wake up and say, let me grab and see what I got in my purpose fund just for me, and take it and do what I want to do. If I want to go shopping for sandals, or if I want to go buy a headphone set and I don't want to take it out of my budget, my regular budget, I can use my just me purpose fund. That's what this is going to be for. And then we have miscellaneous. So miscellaneous, of course, is a coverall. If I have only $50 in my just me fund and I need $70, then I can try miscellaneous, grab 20, put it towards my just me fund, and go from there. So that's what my 416s allowed me to come up with, instead of vision boards for next year that I have to try to accomplish one by one. I would like to try to fund each of these. They don't have a fully funded amount attached to them yet. They may not. But what I'm using my savings challenges for is to fund these purpose funds. I'm calling them my purpose funds, and that's what they are. So I don't have any sinking funds dedicated yet, but these are just purpose funds that I can or don't have to fund. For example, with my vacation, I'm doing a specific vacation challenge for that. So once I finish this challenge, I may allot some money to go in my purpose fund for each of these vacations. I may just leave it in here and just do it later at another time. I don't know, but I'd rather have it available than not. Then over on this section here, I cleaned my $1, $5, $10, and $20 challenge sheets that I got from Mystique Budgets, and it cleaned so well. Y'all know I had completed the entire dollar card, but with a permanent marker. But with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, it came right off, no problem. Didn't damage the card or anything. It didn't leave any dark spots, anything like that. So I appreciate how well she made these. So that's Mystique Budgets, and I think she still sells them in her shop. I'm not sure, but you can jump on over. I'll put a link in the description so you can jump on over and grab you some if you choose to do so. But I do plan to redo these in the future. So that's my book. This one book, and I got this book from Michael's craft store, and it have different sections, different slots. And I see a lot of budgeters with different binders for different things, and honestly, that's just not me. I've tried it. It looks cute. Y'all do good. Y'all are organized with it. Me, I need one book. I need one book to try to help me do it all. I'm doing my budgeting in here towards the back. I'm doing my cash stuffing towards the front. I'm doing my savings challenges towards the middle, and I'm doing my purpose funds in here as well. One book, and it's not bulky, but if it gets bulky, then that's what prop money is for. You swap it out and you put the prop money in so your book won't be so bulky. This is working for me right now. So the only other things that I have to deal with are my savings challenges. which it's in a separate book. This one, and then the big envelopes that I have here. So that's what I'm dealing with, and this works. This works for me. So right now what I want to do is go ahead and put some money into my envelopes that I have left here. And for food, I'm going to give it $10. And so now food has 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 180. Housing, I just spent a lot on that, but I will give it 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give it $5. And I took the 100 out of here to pay for that. So housing has 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75. Uh-oh, 20 back here. Let me do that again. I forgot I had cashed up and didn't organize. Okay. 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 105 in housing. Transportation, like I said, is empty. We emptied that getting those tags, and that's fine, but I'm going to put $10 in here to get it jump started again. Health, I'm going to skip for now. In personal, it has that $70, 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 50, 65, 70, and I'll add 5. So it has $75. That 70 is going towards the Verizon bill when it bills at the end of this month. Situations is empty, and I'll give it $3 to get it back started. Come on, situations. And I'll give this last $3 to self-care. And self-care now, hang on, let me just check to see if anything is out of order. Yeah. All right, self-care now has 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. $85 in self-care. And month ahead still has 20, 21, 22, 20, well, self-care is out of order. 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. $36 in month ahead. If by chance my Verizon bill is way over the $70 that I allotted for it extra, I'll take it out of month ahead. So that is going to do it for today, and that's going to close out my August, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Whew. August has been a long month, it seems like, but hey, September's right around the corner, so let's get ready for that. Until next time, you guys, enjoy your day, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, enjoy yourself. Bye, you guys.